Hello and welcome back to Filen County, and this time we are looking from a bus driver's view, and as you can see there are some problems, right? I have no idea what that bus is doing, and I'm not totally sure that it should be there at all. And then we have the trouble with vehicles just disappearing as soon as they got to a spline. But I am here and I can drive this. And that is thanks to Amiga Paradise, a French OMSI 2 owner driver, and his tips. I can't thank you enough. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. That helped me a lot, and all he said is check your splines. How do I do that? You can see all the discussions in the last of my OMSI journals, number 18. So I got a lot of work to do, as you probably can see. Oh, there he spawned at the beginning of the spline. They do that. Right, let's jump into my little bussy. It's afternoon in Filen, and we're going to leave that poor bastard wherever he's up to. I have no idea. Let's see if I can get this vehicle to move. Is it even working? Yes, it probably is. Okay, let's see. Drive and let go of the handbrake. Let's see if we can pass this guy. I don't want to get right into him. Perhaps he despawns. I don't really know. Now this corner is not really made for buses, actually, because we are not going there normally. And as you can see, it's a bit uneven because I haven't flattened the world properly, and that is going to be some sort of a problem. I have already done my fair bit up here on the hill. Let's see how it looks. You do have to. That spline looked nice, but he had some problems. Yeah, no cars from that angle. Good. And here the sidewalk is hanging mid-air. That's not good either. There are a lot of problems to solve, and I will probably learn that. Now, these crossings created another problem. Suddenly there are pedestrians all over the place, and they are only walking on the road and nowhere else because they have nowhere else to go. I'm going to show you up there. I've fixed some of them. As you can see, there's just some sort of sidewalk going off in the distance, just because they need somewhere to go. Believe me, they need it. And there's more land not working properly. I will fix that as well, because I think I can reload the things. Down here I've made a circle so that they can walk wherever they want. That doesn't stop them from walking on the road, of course. And you will see at the next crossing how it works when I haven't fixed it. That lady can now walk at least 20 meters. Down here they have nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere to go. And since they are spawned, what should they do? Well, they just walk around on the road, and that means you can't go there. Now in my case I know that I can just move around here. We'll solve that problem as well. Up the hill, and this hill is really looking like the real world. I'm very impressed by it. Here's some more, but we don't have that many people. That's good. Down towards the roundabout and the gas stations. And no big problems as far as I can see. There is a railroad road underneath us, but we can't see it, so it's okay. And people are walking. Here's not that many people. Perhaps the level of these ones are not the correct one, but still. Now we are going for that roundabout, and I've driven this one once before, so I've seen some of the problems. It is a bit narrow, but it's good, it's working. Right, now heading off to the depot, and I have a little bit of a tidbit for you, a little bit of a candy, hopefully. See when we get there, because I own a camera. Oops. Oh, that one on my right, that should be lowered a bit. I feel like we should lower it to the same level as the sidewalk down here. But I will change these sidewalks because there shouldn't be anyone on the left side. I'm driving 40 kilometers per hour. There should be 50 over here. But this bus is a bit lazy. I have full throttle, believe me. Up the hill to my left is actually a church, and that's why the next bus stop is called Kirche in German, I think. Now I'm not driving any tours, so probably the bendy bus should have taken that. I will probably change these ones as well, somehow. I learn. Everything is a learning curve, and I do have a lot of time on my hands. At least 3.5 years more. Now from this point on, I won't say anything. I'm not able to drive as nice as... oops, I knocked a pedestrian. Well, that is impossible to not do. And I knocked a Mercedes, and I knocked a man truck. Alright, up the hill. Yeah, you could compare something there, couldn't you? I have a camera in my car. I can use that to see how it looks. Oh yeah, I forgot about this problem. Here's another one. Now we are closing in on the depot. It looks fine. But we are not going to be able to get inside it because there is a problem here. Too many spawned pedestrians. Now I'm going to kill some of them, so it's no big problem, because I want to get inside my depot. Now I do have a problem here, because the ground is not as even as it should be, as you can see. You can't see that in the editor, and that is a problem. And now we are going to go around this building and normally it is very narrow, so I guess it's still narrow. I need to check my right mirror all the time. And these tanks are a bit too close for comfort because I can't hardly get around. Well, that did go pretty well, but I will probably move them a bit. I'm going to watch how it looks in the real world and then change it. And here we have the depot. And the buses are placed up here, and I have actually spawned one up here as well, and that worked perfectly. I'm very pleased with that. But as you can see, there are a lot of things. Now we're going to go back the other route, and because of that pedestrian problem, I'm going to do, should we call it, off-roading. We need some speed for that, because if we find ourselves a hole, we will stay in it. There was one. Okay, we go up. Here it's not level up as well. The ground is actually going to be risen and lowered and all that stuff, because we have ditches and things to consider. I just remembered that there is a bus stop over here. But still, it is working, and this means that everything that I've done in the past journals is working fine. I just had to find that it was one single spline. That was all it was to it. I'm a bit sorry about the sound. We'll probably find... I have to lower it for the next round, I suppose. And there was one spline, and the cars went on that spline instead of the one above the spline. So there were two at the same spot, and the first one was the one that the cars thought they should use, and then they didn't know. Well, they totally dived into ground, because that one was downhill and it should be uphill. So I suppose I just forgot about taking it away. Nice, going 50 kilometers per hour, nicely. I am very eager to see if I haven't driven this way, so let's hope that I can make that roundabout up here that we all know is there. This is the boring way we go from the depot down to the station every day, every time we're going anywhere. Now, how do I even out these the land? Well, there are several things you can do. You can just dot with like a meter at a time, but that doesn't really cut it, I would say. Oh darn, this is very narrow. I'm not going to bother with the right side, so just do it this way. Oh, they are going to have a problem with this. Or you can do it as I do with some things. I'm going to find a smaller object, put it on the place, and ask the program to level it up to that object. That way, I'm using the object in order to. Whoops! There he just stepped right out. They should stop doing that. They should at least feel that I am on my way. No, there's no traffic coming down there. Now this is actually one of the problems in real world as well. But there isn't any sidewalk on my right. Normally, there are only bushes. This looks very much like what I drive every day. except for there's no houses and stuff, but that's just a minor problem because they are not going to be aligned or anything. They're just going to be put up there. Oh, here's a bit of an uphill. No, we don't have that in real world. Whoa, where did he go? There. Just as the real world, I can tell you that much. Now, this one is homemade, as you know. So this might be a bit bumpy. Oh yes, look at that hole. There you have it. Alright, let's just... Come on. It is a bit of a problem if you want to see how it looks. Okay, you understand what I mean by leveling up, right? Yeah. And you can see the station house back there. What's this? Here's a problem between the object and the spline. But yeah, you can feel that one as well. Probably needs to level that one up to go this way. And yeah, you just drive over there. There's no indicators, stop lights or anything. No traffic lights in this little town. Now when I come from this place I need to check so there are no traffic coming, and then I'll just go inside the depot, the station. I mean, here's a cab. The cab actually is on my right now, but that's not the point. And here is where I should stop and leave all my passengers. If I'm going to 4:30, I'm taking this bus stop. 4:15, which is the one that I'm going for after I've finished Filen, the city. And then we have a bit of a problem because this is a bit narrow, and it's really like it's in the real world. This is 460, 489, and lastly 480. So that's it. Now look at this. This is one of the problems in Filen, or in the real world, because I need to not drive over any pedestrians, and then suddenly I'm halfway out on the other one's side, and I should probably go left, and there are traffic all the way, and you need to check so there's no one from that way, and they are, and they... Oh. Yeah, this is normal bus drivers' day. But I am at least back on track with Filen, and that means that I can do my custom map making in vanilla whenever I want again. I don't have to put it into my Creative 444, and that's really nice. Now I'm going to, just for the fun of it, I'm going to turn left. Don't care about the cars, just want to see how it feels. Let's make that rabbit go a bit and see how it is. Too much open space. Well, there should be a railroad just beneath me now, so that's it. Now I'm not going to use these types of splines. I can see that immediately, just as I'm driving. Well, thanks for watching, and again, Amiga Paradise. I should probably pronounce it more French. Amiga Paradise. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Very nice. You saved my map. And I really hope that I can help and be helped. And this is the things that I'm missing in Minecraft. Suddenly get instant help from somewhere, and I feel like, oh, I want to help as well. Look at this. This is totally wrong. Never mind. These blinds are not aligned at all. I just put it just to see how it looked. Well, I'm dropping it. There we have it. Neutral. So I have no idea what next OMSI journal when it will be, but I must check my sound. I can tell you that much. And I will probably delete my files and restart some of the things inside Filen, but we'll see. I want to try on some other add-ons. I know there are at least one official add-on, Vienna, and there I hope Hamburg is coming as well, and I need to buy them and drive them because I want everything that has to do with OMSI 2. It is a splendid simulator for the sort of, because it's more fun just going around. Yeah. Right. Next might be sitting in, you never know, or trying out a new bus, you never know. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Bye.